I'm Violet Young, and today at Neil Armstrong Middle School, we're planting trees.
Hi, good morning. I'm Brian Tarbert, president of the Bethel Park Shade Tree Commission. Today we're here at Neil Armstrong Middle School to plant trees that were donated by members of the community and the organizations and businesses, and to teach the children about tree planting, why it's important to plant trees, and the benefits of having trees in the community.
Good morning, I'm Jim Jenkins. I'm on the Bethel Park Shade Tree Commission as well, along with Brian, and we have several other members. Today at Neil Armstrong, we're going to plant 20 October Glory maples. The students are going to do the work. We're just kind of here to supervise and teach them how to do it. They're going to be planted along the roadway here at Neil Armstrong, and also in a playground area down past the building and a couple other locations.
We're planting more trees around Bethel, so for softball games and baseball games, we'll have more shade, and that'll be better for watching them and stuff.
The trees that we're planting today are a nice sized tree to start with, and these trees will mature and give a nice row of shade trees along this roadway, along the parking lot. In the fall, they have a nice red color, and it's a very nice tree for shade. And someday the kids can sit out here underneath the trees to read books or learn different things that they're learning in school. People plant trees nowadays so that years from now people can enjoy the shade of the trees.
Well, I'm glad that we're doing this because it's providing shade for our community, and it can help lower the air pollution that we have, and I'm just glad that we're doing it and helping our community.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dave Espinar. I'm one of the teachers here at Neil Armstrong Middle School. Today we are planting trees. We're going to have some fun with this, having the students involved. There's a lot of buzz going around. Looking forward to creating some outdoor classroom spaces as well for the students. There is a big need for students to volunteer at this age, so we thought that this was going to be one of the best ways to get the students involved, not only here at school but throughout the community as well. So the education piece to planting trees, caring for a tree, and the assistance as well.
A lot of people are trying really hard. We all think it's really important to be doing this. It's difficult, and we're up for the challenge.
Just showing off.
My class, gather around. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mr. Espinar.
Thank you very much for that very nice welcome. Everyone say good morning to Mr. Jenkins.
Good morning, Mr. Jenkins.
Hi kids, how are you?
Good. How are you?
And everyone say hi to Mr. Tarbert.
Hi, Mr. Tarver.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Thank you so much for being out here today. You guys are going to get ready to stage all of our equipment, all of our resources, so we can get ready to plant trees, name trees, do all those things that we've talked about. So you guys ready to get a little bit dirty?
Yeah.
What's the point
doing this if we're not getting
That's
dirty?
right. Here we go. You're going to need 2 people per tree. I'd like for you to place these. Listen first, please. Listen first. 2 people per tree. And don't put them inside of the hole. I want you to put them next to the hole. Next to the hole. Okay, walk slowly. We're not in any kind of hurry. We have a lot of time. Save a tree.
Giggles much.
Get the hole. Get the hole. Get the hole. Get the hole. Went down. Oh. Thank you, Mr. Tree. It's a good tree. We should name our tree Bob.
Fall down.
Yesterday we had the opportunity to name a couple trees. So while we're waiting for the other groups to come out, Patrick?
Is anti-foaming agent there?
Unfortunately, he is not here. But I do have Pandy Corn. Go find Pandy Corn's home, please. Who will be Pandy Corn? All right.
I'll take a free one.
Who was Chipotle?
Oh, no, that wasn't.
All right.
I was chicken nugget.
Who was Chicken Nugget? And Bubbles.
I'll take chicken nuggets.
So that way everyone will have a chance. What's going to happen is the impact's going to be coming up. You pick anywhere you want. On the mulch is fine. What's going to happen and how I'm going to need you to help out is we are actually not planting right now. We are assisting, okay? So you guys are going to be close to me. There are wheelbarrows back there we'll be filling up with mulch. We're going to do things such as decorate the trees with the yarn. We're going to put a corrugated pipe around that. So the only thing that I ask you is if you have a question, don't hesitate to ask one of us. Wheelbarrows, mulch. You can do anything you want. You guys are in charge of this. I don't want to. You guys do as much or as little as you guys want. If you want to decorate the trees once they get planted and corrugated pipe around it, that could be something you do. There are scissors in there as well. Just don't run with those, please. All right. So let's get some mulch going. All right. But I'll leave this box here. Let's go get some mulch.
I've never a wheelbarrow.
So Tahara, push the wheelbarrow in. There you go.
Working Duffy. Good job.
This is not a shovel, okay?
Now start using it.
There you go.
No, because they're going to
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead on that last hole there. Rocco, take it to an area, please. Stage it next to a hole, please.
Okay.
Hold on past that like crosswalk. We haven't planted anything yet. We're still just getting stuff with this.
Just dump it next to a hole. Just eat it right there. That'd be perfect.
Hold on.
Eat it. I said eat it. Dump it. Go ahead.
Oh my.
Morning, everyone. Good morning. Everyone say good morning to Mr. Jenkins. Good morning, Mr. Jenkins. Everyone say hi to Mr. Tarbert. Hi. They are going to show us how to properly plant a tree. Once you guys know how to properly plant that tree, I will divide you up. Everyone here will be planting trees. But you must be a good listener and must know what's going on, all right? So while they're teaching class, I expect the same rules as the classroom. Got it? Yeah. All right, let's go. Gather around, gather around.
So anyways, we're going to plant a tree. First thing we're going to do is we need to dig a hole, obviously. Now we pre-dug these, so it'll be a little bit easier today and not take so much time. So we want the hole to be about the same depth as the container that the tree is in, but about twice as wide. Yeah, that was pretty good on the depth. We're going to take some of the planting soil, give that a sprinkle in there, maybe a shovel and a half. Mix that in. This is a blend of all organic products. It has oyster shell compost and peat moss and manure, and it's a really nice composted soil. It's a really good soil builder. This soil here today, we're very lucky because the soil here at this school is very, very nice compared to some places we dig holes for trees. So these trees should do very well. So we've prepared the hole. Now we're going to take the tree, knock the pot off of it, bring it over here. And this tree is a young container grown tree, so it doesn't have a lot of roots that are tangled up or anything. So you can actually just take your hands and loosen up a lot of these roots around the sides so that they're not growing in circles as the tree grows in the ground. Also, you'll notice, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a lot of little brand new white roots that are already starting to grow on these trees. So these trees really want to get going and grow and do a really nice job of becoming a part of the landscaping here. And when you plant trees, and they're little like this, the neat thing is you can come back when you're grown up, come back and see these trees and say, I helped plant those. Because there'll be kids someday sitting in the shade of these trees, and you can say that you helped do that. So we're going to loosen up the roots on this one. Brian and I will help you with this if they're too tough when we get to planting. Because sometimes you have to use a knife and cut these a little bit. In fact, I'll show you that, what we do. If this was really, really root bound, you would take a sharp knife, just make some cuts into there, and also on the bottom. But this one is pretty loosened up.
I want to stand. Everybody.
So then we're going to put this tree into the hole. We'll put the tree in, and when we plant the tree, you want the top of the root ball, which is called the flare of the root, you want that to be the same level as your surrounding soil. So that's a pretty good height for this tree. You want to make it be kind of straight when you start. And then we just shovel farm shit on it. Yeah.
And just easily backfill in the hole.
And the other very important thing when you backfill around a tree that you're planting is you want to pack the soil in. The best way is to use the heel of your foot. So you can work your way all the way around. That eliminates air spaces down around the roots. And you can throw another shovel of the planting soil mixed into the top there. But as I said, kids, the soil here is really, really good, so these trees should do really well. Put a little bit more dirt in to kind of bring up the level. Also, while you're doing this, periodically you want to look back and make sure that the tree is straight. And the best way is to look at it from two directions. How's it look? Does the tree look straight?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I think the yeses have it.
No, Ita. Ita.
So then the last thing, we have this kind of backfilled. Then we're going to get a rake and we're going to rake a little bit more of that dirt, smooth it out a little more. We'll end up with a little pile of extra dirt that'll have to get hauled away. And then we're going to put mulch. We're going to put a circle of mulch.
What's that?
The brick will haul away.
Why do you have a brick? Minecraft.
You always find surprises.
This will be kind of our waste pile here that we're going to get rid of, plus some of that. And then we'll go make sure it's packed real good one more time. And we're going to put mulch around it. And the reason you put mulch around it is that conserves and keeps the soil moist as opposed to drying out from the sun. And also, when you have a ring of mulch around a tree, then nobody gets close to it with a lawnmower or a string trimmer and beats up the bark. These have a little protector on them for shipping. So we're going to put tree guard. We're going to also put these tree guards on them when we're finished planting. We'll put these on, and that'll keep the deer from rubbing on the bark. Because there's no deer around here, is there? And the last thing we're going to do.
Listen up.
The last thing we're going to do, and this will probably be a little bit later, we brought a tank and hoses with water, and we're going to water each tree really well today, the first day we plant it. When you plant a tree like this the first day, you want to slowly give it about 10 gallons of water. You don't want to give it to it all at once. The best way is to set a hose there and just let it trickle. And that way it trickles down in and wets the roots very well and the backfill soil and so forth. And that's kind of how to plant a tree.
Stand up, you can still see, right?
Carly, you're getting filmed.
Yay! Is this science? Woo! You got dirt on my shoe. Oh, we got the bag of good stuff.
Yeah, you got some good stuff in there.
What's it made out of? Can't just throw it back.
Instead of flinging it, just put it in the pile.
You're getting it all over.
If you're not on the digging crew, something you can do right now is grab some of those bigger chunks and get them out of the way. Okay, you can all work together, okay? Just because your job's not working right now doesn't mean you can't help. All right?
No, Cooper, dude, you're throwing it at my shoe.
There you go. Just don't throw the dirt everywhere. Just throw it to the side. There you go.
I haven't
Yeah, you can grab some stuff right here. Grab some of the bigger chunks, okay?
stab the dirt and then pick it. Just keep jabbing. Can I see it real quick, Declan? And then it will be little, so you can pick it up. Mike, you said you wanted me to stab the hole. I do it. We're like buried. I want to find the Bible. No. It's possible to find the Bible is over there.
What? You are just about there. You know what you need to do? Yes. Use your fingers to start pulling them. Then you go underneath and use your fingers to loosen them. Concentrate on the sides and the bottom.
Water. Mine's clean. Oh, mine's clean.
What do you mean let it clean? Oh yeah, I forgot your dad could do that. Oh right.
You forgot?
We're trying. We're gonna do it now.
Okay. Somebody, couple shovelfuls into the bottom of the hole, please.
Yeah, Johnny, you're the fun guy.
Okay. Yep. Right smack in the bottom of the hole.
What's helping you
Good. Another one.
Root cutters?
Tomorrow's the day.
Oh, I have really good.
Go ahead, ladies. Come on. Pull it apart here, little. Watch something else.
We got the baby.
Oh yeah. Oh, holy crap! Oh my god! Isn't it just like murder in that boy? Isn't it just like?
Okay.
We're gonna be on the news.
Here, somebody get their hands in here. I do this every day. So get your hands in
Break the
here.
yearbook. We're on the news now.
I'm gonna get somebody else.
Good. Okay. All right, couple people to lift us in.
There's the planters.
Grab it down the bottom.
Here.
Come on. I do this every day. Somebody grab the root ball. Grab the bottom of it. Pick it up.
Okay.
There you go. Keep going. There you go. Good job.
Nice. Make it straight.
Who's the filler in?
Okay, did you loosen those roots up?
Yeah.
They need to be a little looser on that one.
Pull them apart then.
Yeah, pull it a little bit more. Why don't you guys grab that bag? They've already used some. Bring that up and we'll add some of this in around it.
Yeah, what are these little balls on there?
It's easier if you shake the dirt out of it than trying to pull the root. The dirt's compacting it together. Now let's roll the tree over and do the other side too.
Wait, what's this yellow? Those are like seeds. Those are like seeds. I thought those were
Because we got to fill that in. We got to fill this around here. Kind of get in the middle of the hole. All right. Okay, hold it in place. Who hasn't had a chance with the shovel yet? Judy, get the shovel. Start.
Oh my God. Smile.
How you doing, guys?
We're doing good, Brian. Did you guys pull the roots out? Yes. What does it look like? I didn't even get to show. I just took the shovel. Set it right in the middle. Okay, now fill it in. Who's the filler?
Where's my back, Phil?
Oh, that's looking good, Who's the fillers?
All right, where's my fillers?
Rowan and that's it. I don't know what to do. Oh, can I fill? Can I fill since I didn't get to do anything for the digging?
Everyone can help.
We need to mix it together. I guess. Alright, make sure it's straight. Should we take the wood thing after? Yeah, I think we should take the wood. Maybe take the wood thing out.
Just go in the bucket since you're not going to use it. That looks good, guys. Just put the grass in the bucket. Put the grass in the bucket.
Should we give them the big ones to slice up?
Yeah, put it top in there.
Wait till he's gonna come up here, up over the hill.
Coming over. You guys go to the other side.
I'll break some of the shisha.
Guys, look at all the clouds. They're so beautiful.
Yeah, one big blue cloud.
All right, you guys are good. Let's get your mulch. Okay. You can use your hands. You can use a shovel. Here's a nice bucket you can put it into. Okay. Use your hands and put it in the bucket. And
I'm risking my
you guys are all doing well.
Oh, God.
Doing well.
People with the shovels, watch the hands.
No, not near the tree.
Alright, just started. Here, I got it. Stop.
We'll dump the center later.
We just can't have it up against the tree. That's all we said.
Okay, we can just. I think that's good, right? Yeah. Wait, we have to sprinkle some.
We have to take it like
Around.
right here.
All right, again. Hey, guys, I make the mulch a little higher on that side so it doesn't run down our hill. Thank you, Mia.
Which side? This side?
No, this side over here.
Your hands like this. Come on. Guys, we can take a selfie. Yeah, selfie. Can we take
Watch
a
your
selfie?
hands.
Oh my God.
That's really sharp.
We're just going to keep working our way up from the bottom.
There we go. We got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
See that bag of mulch?
I do. I dirty. Wait, no. Help me. Somebody help me with this child.
All American trees full of liberty.
Thunder. I think we should name it Pinky.
It's
Pinky. We should name it Thunder. Somebody explain.
First one,
we're
dude.
not using. Hannah, where are the scissors? They should be right by Maya.
I need to put this in a tree.
What people name them? Tree. Well, you were in charge then.
Right there, the bag of fertilizer.
That's okay. Just leave it alone. You'll be fine.
Put them right next to that.
Good job, guys.
Now what?
Yeah, I guess the health class named them, so that's the tree's name. Okay, so you can put it right in the back into the soil. The tree commission was formed by the borough because they saw a need to replenish the tree stand that was in the community of Bethel Park. A study was done by Tree Pittsburgh, another organization that plants trees for the city of Pittsburgh, and they found that across Allegheny County there's been massive tree loss due to insect damage, development by corporations, and Bethel Park was listed as one of the top 5 in Allegheny County for tree loss. Over a period from 2010 to 2015, there was a noted 17% loss in tree coverage within the borough. The councilmen, they wanted to form a tree commission to start to replace some of that tree cover. So that is one of our prime objectives, is to replace that tree cover. So we've been tasked with getting a master plan for planting those trees. We have a grant in, getting a grant application for doing that for the community. And once that master plan is made, then we're going to start looking into replanting trees in communities, in the parks, at the schools like here. Also for education purposes too as well. One of the other formats we want to do is start educating at the school level, school student level, information to them about the importance of having trees in their community.
We have created a Bethel Park Shade Tree Commission Facebook page. I encourage you to join that. There's going to be all kind of information up there about volunteering, upcoming planning events, and different options to get your son or daughter or any member in the community, in that case, involved in not only planting trees but also caring. Water is the most important thing. The first 2 years of a tree's life, trees need about 40 gallons of water per week. So in those hot summer months, we're going to need a lot of volunteers as our mission becomes bigger as we plant more and more trees. So check us out on Facebook. Like that Facebook page, Bethel Park Shade Tree Commission. And we look forward to having you join us and be part of this awesome team.
If you're looking to be interested in joining our committee, we still need some folks for us. You can go on the website, bethelpark.net, look under Tree Commission. There's information for you about types of trees to plant, what types of trees are good for your community, and also information on how to become active within the commission.